Hello guys, and welcome back to the Skilled Trade Up Show. My name is Zach Ciota. I'm the host of this show. I'm the host of a lot of stuff. I invent lots of stuff, and I'm the host of almost all of it. It's a real God complex, must be. Skilled Trade Up, the HVAC Shop Talk podcast, the HVAC Training Videos channel. You're looking at the host right here. And I am the vehicle in which knowledge finds you. Not from me, though, but from other sources. I bring other sources to you guys, and hopefully those other sources instruct you in a way that's beneficial. I think that's the best way to term that, I think. So, let's go through and let's meet our chat people here, and then I'll tell you a little bit about the show. Then we'll play, and then we'll all eat turkey tomorrow and forget that this happened, because we're going to have that, trying to remember the name of the drug that makes you fall asleep. Tryptophan, something like that? Can't remember. So we have Jessica Egan here. We have Will Justice. We have Steve, HVAC Residential Basics, Kangaroo God. We have Darth Schrader. Lord Schrader, it's good to see you. We have, let's see, Ivan Hall. Ivan, I think it's your night. Okay, I think this is going to be your night because we're going to have new people on this show because a lot of people have won. And what I did is I went back to all the shows for the last month, and I'm going to make sure that none of the winners can play tonight. Unless just nobody shows up, then we'll take whoever out of desperation. But we want to make sure the first game especially, it's all new people who have not won. Okay, so let's run down the list of the people who cannot play tonight in the first game for sure, because we want to make sure new people get a chance. We're letting 4 people play at a time. So what happens, and I'll explain the game here. When I put a link in the chat, you hit that link if you want to play. You come on the show with me. There'll be 4 of you here. I'll put up questions on the screen. You'll get about 20 seconds because I'll read it twice. Then I'll give you the Zach 5 countdown. Here it is right here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Some sort of gunshot or something at the end just for dramatic effect. But once you hear that, your answer will have to be on the screen. So what happens is, whenever that particular noise happens, you have to have a pad and pencil. You have to write down A, B, C, or D on that pad or pencil. My phone's making a weird noise. Hey, here, hold on. My little watch here just said I reached 10,000 steps. Sitting down, that's amazing. Must be all the flailing around, I guess. But all right, well, 10,000 steps. Healthy, guys. Healthy host. Where was I? I digress. So by the time that noise happens, you have to have your answer on the screen. So you need a pad and pencil, a pen and a pad, or something like that. If you don't have your answer on the screen when you hear that countdown end, then you will be disqualified from the game. And basically the reason why that is because other people are going to hold their answers up. I don't want you writing and just looking and then writing down someone else's answer. I mean, it's not high school, guys, which is what we all did. That's why we're in the trades. Let's just face it. Okay, that's all right. So we have a lot of people down in the chat that I can see that can play tonight. Jessica can play. We got old handy Luke. I see a guy named Richard Williams. I don't know who that is, but he can play tonight. I see Jameson Osborne. He can play tonight. Hey, Darth Schrader, you can play tonight. We got a lot of people. Will Justice. Here are the people that cannot play tonight because they've won in the last month. We have Steve Demansky. He has won. Gracious though he may be, he did win. Craig Egan. He won. Now, that's Jessica's husband. Jessica can still play because this is America. We're individuals. So just because someone in your house won doesn't mean someone else can't play. I mean, it's a gray area. I'm making the call. Executive order. Dave Weaver. You can't play because you've won. Adam Heisch cannot play. Michael Bimco cannot play for another short period of time. I think his term's coming up, though. And then Matthew O'Donnell. I looked, and he's actually in the last 30 days, too. So none of those guys can play in the first game. All right, so just put that out there. All right. All the rest of you can. All right, all the rest of you can play. So when you're in the game, I'll ask you those questions. You hold up your answers. If you get it wrong, you go away. You are gone. Then the remaining ones who got the answer right continue until there's only one left, basically. And then here's something new for tonight, and I'll tell you if we actually get to the 5th level question. I'm going to do something a little bit differently. Instead of having the grand prize tonight, we're going to do something else. But I'll tell you about that if we get to that point. So now that I've confused you completely, let me mention a few other things real quick. If you want to get live notifications for this show, bam, there you go. In the description of this video, there is a link to a form that looks just like this, and you can get live text notifications. If you want to support the show, hey, thanks a lot. You can go to subscribestar.com/Zach-Ciota. There's a link in the description here. You can support the show for as low as $1 a month, just like those little African children in Kenya that play next to the ditches with all the trash in them. You can do that for $1 a month. And HVAC Shop Talk Podcast. If you're not listening to that, man, you could be so much more entertained. You see right here we have various, there's great examples on the screen right there. Real world ammonia refrigeration talk. I don't even know anything about ammonia, but I found guys who do, and I brought them here. So that's what I do. I find guys who know stuff, I befriend them, and I trick them to come on my show. So that's what I do. All right. So here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to play you a little commercial from our buddies at Navac about their battery pumps, which are awesome. And then I'm going to put the link in the chat. So the first 4 people who hit it and pop up over here, and I have to be able to see you, okay? And I have to be able to hear you. And your lag can't be like 20 seconds long. So that's kind of the criteria for being on the show. So most of you should fall into that criteria. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and copy my link so I can have it all ready. Copy link address. I'm going to go to our commercial, and then I'll see you guys on the flip side of said commercial. The NP4 DLM cordless vacuum pump from Navac features a high-performance lithium battery capable of up to 1 hour of continuous running time. Weighing a scant 15.4 pounds, this unit is exceedingly efficient and, for technicians, easy to carry and store. The NP4 DLM's twin-cylinder operation provides high vacuum down to 15 microns. To save 8% off this product when you purchase, go to TreeTechTools.com and use our Shop Talk discount code. All right, we're back. I wonder if anybody showed up. Wait, there's some people down there. I can see them. I see, let's see. Hey, Georgie's back. Georgie, are you playing for prizes this week, or are you just playing for the sheer love of the game? Thumbs up for prizes, Georgie. Come on, can you hear me? Thumbs up. All right, we're going to win some prizes. Hopefully you don't live in Bosnia. I can't ship all the way to Bosnia. All right, here we go. Let's bring in our first happy guest. And I'll go ahead and tell you, Kanga, you were too late. I'm sorry. We have Jessica. Welcome to the show. Let me turn your sound on there. Jessica, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Is that a Kalos shirt you have on there?
It's this side. Yes, it is.
So
Very fancy.
You work for Brian Orr.
Yes.
He also has a podcast. It's not as big as mine, but
not even close.
He tries. He does all right. And of course, his podcast is in reality 15 times larger than mine, at least. It's like his podcast is like Walmart, and mine's like the corner store that your granddad owns. That's what the similarities are in size. So, Jessica, you ready to win tonight and bring some more glory to your house?
I'm hoping so.
Now, tell me the truth. Do you want to win because you want to win tools, or do you want to make your husband inferior by going all the way?
I definitely need more tools.
Definitely need more tools. Guys, the studio is full here, so no one else can enter, and I guess it's going to show me that on the screen, X away. So it's full. We can only take 4, and the next person we have is going to be Chris Forsyth. What's up, Chris?
What's up, man?
You ready to win big?
Hoping so.
You hear that, Jessica? He's going to beat you.
I'm rocking my Christmas shirt, too.
Oh, man. Oh, hold on a second. Stay right there. Look at that. That is fantastic. We're going to have the happiest Christmas. Man, that's perfect.
That's right.
That's perfect right there. Man, nice shirt. Okay, well, I wish you luck. You've already won in life because you got that shirt. So, I mean, anything else is just gravy on top of that. So, all right. Let's bring in our resident love of the game, Georgie. Georgie, how's it going?
Hi, Zach. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking. I really appreciate that. So, Georgie, where are you at roughly? Because when I heard your voice, I thought you were going to be in a foreign nation.
No, Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Isn't Las Vegas in a different country? I'm just kidding. Okay, good. All right, Las Vegas we can do. And then last but not least, we have our buddy, Brandon Brinney. What's up, man?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, good.
Brandon, did you get your internet fired up and working?
No, I'm putting a boiler in at my friend's house right now, so I'm using his internet.
All right. Hey, the stars have aligned
That's how
for
you
you, Brandon.
multitask.
Well, let me give some background on this. We did a show for a long time periodically called Canned Interview, where people would come onto the show and I'd interview them for a few minutes. Brandon tried to get on that show like 4 different times, but his internet is literally the worst internet in the United States. I mean, if you put them in order from
In
best
rural
to worst.
Wisconsin,
What? Hey, it's
still
probably
got
rural
good.
Wisconsin, we don't get it.
Well, you know, in rural Wisconsin,
don't even-
in rural Wisconsin is probably right up there near the top. But unfortunately, he didn't have enough for the video part of the video stream.
It's all data. I don't even have lines run to my house, and I don't even have the option to.
You still got dial-up?
We can't get it.
He can't get any internet. He has nothing.
Not at all.
He has nothing. So he's at his friend's house. So this is actually the only time he could possibly win this game. So just remember, guys, Jessica, Chris, Georgie, when you beat him at the only time he could possibly win this game. So I just want you to know that. All right.
Get the light shining here.
It's very sad sounding. And of course, we have a dog. A dog will be playing tonight.
Yeah, that's mine.
Dogs do poorly in this game because they don't understand HVAC. That's okay.
Oh no, my dog's pretty smart. So
Yeah, we probably talked to our dogs enough. They probably get basic concepts at this point. Especially Brian's dog. Brian's dog probably gets them a lot. So, do all of you guys know how the game is played currently? Thumbs
Yes.
up there? Thumbs up? All right. You got a block of wood to write on. Oh, I like that. Does everybody have their paper and pencils? All right, it's like taking the SAT or something. You've already said A. I don't know if that's going to be right or not, but I appreciate the prediction, Chris. So, all right, let's get into the first question. We're going to be playing for this prize right here. It is a fantastic, hyper tough, just a 54. Let me turn my head sideways so I can read it. 54-piece, 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch drive socket set. And why I like those socket sets, they're not going to be the best socket sets you've ever had, but it's nice to have a little tiny set you carry with you to just break open every now and then. You're not going to be working on cars in the garage with that one, but you get my point here. So, all right, we're going to fire up the music. I'm going to give you your first question. Read it twice, count down from 5, and your answer has to be up. Here we go. A duct system that is too small will cause static pressure to go A, up, D, down, C, stay the same, or D, none of these. I'm going to buy you guys some extra time because I had to turn off the chat. Extra time to think about it. Probably want to trade that for an extra time on a question that's much harder than that one. So a duct system that is too small will cause static pressure to go A, up, D, that's funny. B, down, C, stay the same, or D, none of these.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's see what we have here. Let's see what the powers that be. You got A, Jessica A, and A. Wow. So it's probably not B, C, or D.
otherwise we all lose.
Yeah. What are the odds that 4 professional HVAC technicians would get the easiest question wrong? Well, the odds are 0. You guys got it right. So we're going to just move straight along to prize number 2. If you like hyper tough socket sets, then you're going to love cleaning your vacuum gauge with a Yellow Jacket vacuum gauge cleaner. That's it, right? Vacuum gauge cleaner. Some Nylog and some Viper stuff. So actually, if you want, you could take the Viper koozie, drink a beer while fixing your car and cleaning your vacuum gauge. I think it's a winner. So, all right. Question number 2. This is going to be your last easy question before we get to the stuff that makes you want to pull your hair out and quit the trade. Here we go. Water boils at A, 100 degrees Celsius, B, 212 degrees Fahrenheit, C, both A and B, or D, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Water boils at A, 100 degrees Celsius. B, 212 degrees Fahrenheit. C, both A and B. Or D, 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh man, loud gunshot. Let's see. What did everybody write? We have C, 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 and C. All right, smarty pantses. Y'all got it right. Good grief. That was pretty easy there, right? Everybody got that one. That's pretty easy. Everybody's like, is this all the game's going to be? And no, it is not. It's going to get tremendously hard, and you're going to regret saying that or thinking that. So here we go. We're going to go right into question number 3. Here's your prize you could potentially be winning. If you like socket sets, cleaning your micron gauge by drinking a beer, why not run in some stuff with your impact driver as well with some new magnetic nut drivers? Hey, Brandon, that was well timed, man. That makes you co-host of this show. Unfortunately, you're ineligible to win now. I'm just kidding. Okay. All right, here's your question number 3. Remember, it's going to step up just a little bit. Chris's attention. Chris, you have to play this game. Tell him to go away, Chris. Chris, if that's your wife, tell her you're going to leave her. Tell her to leave the room.
No, that was my son.
Tell him he can go get a new dad somewhere else. Whatever it is. This is a skilled trade up here. We got to do this thing. All right, here's question number 3. PSC blower motors have an electrical efficiency of roughly A, 20%, B, 40%, C, 60%, or D, 80%. PSC blower motors have an electrical efficiency of roughly A, 20%, B, 40%, C, 60%, or D, 80%.
5, 4, 3,
Here's some
2,
exhaling out there.
1.
Yeah, I'm confident.
All right, so let's see what the folks think. We have C for Georgie, C for Chris, C is for crapshoot for Brandon, and is that a decorative C, Jessica?
It was the super fast, so yeah, it came out kind of curly.
Well, let's see that. That actually looks like when my wife gets stuff monogrammed, it looks a lot like that right there. Okay, except her name doesn't have a C in it, so in that way it's not. All right, well, all of you guys are right again because evidently I made this game way too easy when I designed it.
Well, I took a lucky guess.
Well, you're all still there. We're going to level 4. All right, level 4. Hey, guys, if you like working on your car while drinking a beer, using Nylog, clean out your vacuum gauge with your impact driver, why not see what you're doing with a flashlight and then strap it down when you're done with some ties?
Nice.
So it all works out. See, okay. So let's get us a question that is just a pain in the butt. All right, let's get a pain in the butt question. Here you go, guys, for level 4. Let's see if we can't shave a couple of you guys off of here. Here we are. Which type of light is found between 400 and 700 newton meters on the light spectrum? A, UVC, B, UVB, C, visible light, or D, infrared? I'm sorry. Which type of light is found between 400 and 700 newton meters on the light spectrum? A, UVC, B, UVB, C, visible light, D, infrared.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we have Georgie says C, visible. Brandon, you say C is for crapshoot again. Jessica says B, and Chris says D. So we have, let's see, 2 C's, D, and a B. Let's look up there again. So infrared is above 700, so it's not infrared. And UVB and UVC are below 400. So C, visible light, is the correct answer. So we have crapshoot and Georgie. You guys are going to keep on going. Chris, Jessica, you're going to have to try again next week, okay? So just like that with a Thanos snap. Poof, and then Jessica. Poof. All right. So Brandon is winning like a champ while installing a boiler. It's impressed. Georgie's still here, though. He's we need a really good question though, because you guys killed it. Now, did both of you actually know the answer to that question?
No.
I know green white is 555.
So you knew it was right there in the middle. So okay.
Well, I knew only about the green white. I didn't know the other spectrum white, so it was right there in the range, so I guessed it.
Well, that's a great logic because you knew that it's visible. So visible light 550 is between 400 and 700. That works. That works good. What about you, Brandon?
My logic was I already had C written down.
See, that's the opposite. Georgie's like, yeah, I was going through my physics and math books, and I remembered some of my tutelage. And Brandon's like, I dropped my damn board and picked it up at the last minute. Guess what? Both of you are still here, though. It doesn't matter. So here's our level 5 prizes. I'm not going to go through that whole thing I've been doing the whole time because I can't remember half the stuff I said. But we're adding a very nice pair of Knipex pliers. Okay, the good people at Knipex were very nice. They sent out some needle nose, these Cobra pliers, and a set of the pliers wrench, which I thought was awesome. So this is going to be for the Cobra pliers, and this is for the whole thing, guys. So we're going to have to go until one of you lose, basically, because this is all the prizes for today. So let me find you a nice question here. This ought to do it right here. Okay, here we go. Willis Carrier designed his first air conditioner to protect what product? A. Paper. B. Clothing. C. Alcohol. D. Food. Willis Carrier designed his first air conditioner to protect what product? A. Paper. B. Clothing. C. Alcohol. D. Food.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, let's see what we got here. Let's see what the answers are. We have A. Paper and A. Paper. You guys are both right. Unbelievable. It's the battle of the geniuses here tonight on the Skilled Trade.
Let's do a boiler question.
I don't know anything about boilers, so I didn't ask any boiler questions. No, so some of the questions are supplied, like Dave Richardson has supplied some of the questions before, and he would supply boiler questions. But most of these are supplied by me, and my boiler knowledge is limited. So I do not ask too many questions. Georgie's like, all right, good deal. Not too many boilers in Vegas.
On residential, not a single one.
Yeah. I like this view we have. Brandon here, we're coming along. Brandon, you're basically making a YouTube service called video while we're playing the game. I like that. Give him some.
My dang phone up.
We're gonna make sure Brandon's phone is placed properly before we continue. Come on, Brandon. You got. All right, let's do this. All right, let's see. Hopefully, we can do it with this question right here. We have. Well, I've already used 2 hard questions. You guys shredded those things. I only have 3 hard questions left for the entire game. So let's go with some history. Maybe some history here. Let's do this. Here we go. I'm going to read it twice, 5 count. Answer's going to have to be on the screen. In ancient blank, water trickled down reeds hung in windows. As this water evaporated, it cooled the air blowing into the window. This is their method. This is their method of air conditioning. A. Persia. B. Rome. C. Egypt. D. Mongolia. In ancient blank, water trickled down reeds hung in windows. As this water evaporated, it cooled the air blowing into the window. A. Persia. B. Rome. C. Egypt. D. Mongolia.
5, 4, 3, 2,
What could it
1.
be? What could it be? What could it be? Let's see. The answers are, you both wrote A. Okay, well, the thing is, it's not A. It's not Persia. It's Egypt. But because both of you wrote A, we gotta have a tiebreaker. We gotta keep going. You guys, we're gonna have one game tonight probably. This is funny. Let's see how far we're at 8:30. All right, here we go. I'm gonna give you another one. Let's see if I can find one of the medium questions. You guys are you're destroying all this stuff. I got it. Okay. Here we are. hopefully the tiebreaker. I'm going to say it twice. 5 count. Your answer has to be on the screen. The Evergreen aftermarket blower motor is a 16-pin ECM, B, constant torque ECM, C, multi-stage PSC, D, constant CFM ECM. The Evergreen aftermarket blower motor is a 16-pin ECM, B, constant torque ECM, C, multi-speed PSC, D, constant CFM ECM. It's a
5,
mouthful.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's see what we got here. We have A and we have B. So I will tell you, one of you got this right, and this game is finally over. So, one of you said A, 16-pin ECM. That was Brandon. Georgie said B, constant torque ECM. The answer is B, constant torque ECM. So it's like an X13 replacement motor.
That's what I thought. Never installed one in my life.
Well, it was a good guess. Brandon, you played while installing a boiler. So bragging rights are yours, all right? You got to the final round. You took it toe-to-toe on some questions that are just a real pain in the butt. So good job, and you can play again next week, okay? So just
No, I can't.
just install a boiler next week at your friend's house, I guess, or just go park in his driveway and play. So I don't know how far away he is.
30 miles.
Oh, it's not looking good, Brandon. I'm sorry. But I appreciate you playing, man, all right?
Nah,
Take care. Brandon's like, oh.
see ya.
All right, Georgie, you won the thing, man. You know how it works. You got to email me at hvacshoptalk@gmail.com. Now, I mentioned earlier that we weren't doing the grand prize tonight. The reason why we're not doing the grand prize tonight, that's what you won, by the way, right here. Everything on the screen there, including the very sweet Knipex pliers. The reason why we're not doing the grand prize is because I'm going to reassemble all of the winners who have won this game on level 5 and put them against each other for a much bigger prize. So
Wow.
basically like the Tournament of Champions in Jeopardy or something. So we'll reassemble groups of 4 of you guys, and then we'll have something a little bit bigger to play for, okay? So send me your address, email it to hvacshoptalk@gmail.com, and I will send out your prizes. And whenever we assemble our champions, I'll let you know when that's going to occur as well so you can prepare for that, okay?
Okay, thank you, Zach.
Thank you, Georgie. I appreciate you playing. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye. That was awesome. Guys, they did a great job. I mean, really, really cool. I'm going to open up the chat here. And it takes a second now. They redid their chat stuff. It's just a pain. I don't know why they did this to us. All right, so you should be able to chat again now. Whenever I do this, I have to reopen another chat. So let me do that, please. It'll just take a second, unfortunately. Bring it over here so I can see what you guys are saying. So that was a really good game. The guys did an awesome job. I want to congratulate everybody. I see, Richard, I see you're waiting down there. You have to come back in when I announce the next group of guys. So drop out real quick and then come back whenever I put a link in the chat again, okay? You should be able to play again because I think we're going to be running out of guys in this chat to play. So it should be pretty close. All right. So, again, let me show you the prize that we just gave away there. Whoop, whoop. Yep. So it was some tie downs. You know, I try to get prizes that I think people can actually use in their life. Nut drivers, they're magnetic. So I never get nut drivers that aren't magnetic because why would you do that to somebody? I don't know why. The only time you ever use non-magnetic nut drivers is when you're unscrewing something and you have maybe the shaft is in the way like you would like on a condenser fan motor where you have your 11/32 nut driver that has a hollow shaft so you can unscrew while having the shaft up into the nut driver. It sounds disgusting, actually. So we have the Cobra pliers, we have the Nylog Blue, which is the universal Nylog, we have the nut drivers, a flashlight, and then back behind there we have a little socket set. Hiding the flashlight. Yep, hiding the flashlight. That is our Group 1 prizes. We took a while. That took a while. It's 8:35. I think we are going to do one more game because it is Thanksgiving. It is Thanksgiving. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take 4 new people. 4 new people tonight. Okay, if we assemble this group here and there's not 4, I'll let the people who didn't make it on the first time come back in again. Listen, Brandon, that could be you. All right? Kangaroo God says he wants to try the new Nylog White, which I guess is pipe dope, is from what I understood. I don't have any of that yet, but I will ask them. They will definitely send some stuff out for the game if I ask for it. So I'll ask for some of the new pipe dope, the Nylog White. We'll try to put it with the other stuff. Let's see. Jessica did a great job. Everybody did a really good job. I thought they were really awesome. Game was toe-to-toe. I don't think we've ever had one like that since I started doing it this way, which is really cool. I was afraid we were going to use all of our hard questions, and I was like, this hard question is going to be the killer. Like, let me put it up here. Like, when we use, like, the Egypt question, I was like, that's tough. They actually got that one wrong. The visible light question, it's like, this is a pain in the buttocks. And Georgie was cool. He knew the answer because he knew what, and I think I shouldn't have said Newton meters, probably. Is that nanometers? Too late for that retrospection, but they knew what I was talking about. So really, really cool. Really, really cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put that link back in the chat. I'm going to let you guys come back in here. All right. Greg, you're leaving too early, man. You're leaving halfway through the show. You got to stay for the whole show. All right. You got to stay for the whole show. Georgie, if you're still watching, make sure you send me that email. I'll actually pack up your stuff as soon as we're done here. I like to do it the same night so I can mail it out. It won't be tomorrow, obviously Thanksgiving, but it'll be Friday. I think it's open on Friday, so I'll send it out. All right. I'm going to paste and put a link in there, and then we're going to have a little commercial from Refrigeration Technologies. You guys come on in here, and then we'll play this game again. So I'll see you on the flip side. Refrigeration Technologies makes some of the best HVAC chemicals around, and that includes wet rag heat blocking putty that prevents your vital system components from being damaged while you're brazing. Also, there's Nylog, gasket and thread sealant, a variety of uses including sealing up flares, gaskets, and other HVAC joints and connections. Last but not least, there's Viper Aerosol Cleaner. I use it on evaporator coils. It foams up beautifully, does a great job cleaning. So if you need anything in the HVAC chemical arena, choose Refrigeration Technologies. You can find out more at refrigetech.com and purchase at truetechtools.com. All right, we're back. We got plenty of dudes waiting over here. All right, well, welcome back. And I'm glad you made it back in there. Richard Williams, what's up, man? Richard, can you hear me? Richard, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right, perfection. Richard's here, ready to play. We have...
I can hear you.
You hear me. All right, good. You hear me. We have Osborne.
It's Osborne.
Osborne. All right, Osborne. Okay. I didn't know if that was like a nickname or what. The Osborne.
No, just so you can pronounce it right. It's spelled like Osborne, but it's Osborne.
Actually, I really do appreciate that. I could actually should have done that with my name and just put a big C-O, duh. That would have been much better. That was a good idea. Okay.
Was your nickname Poseidon?
Well, I had some nicknames I can't repeat on the air, but they had some mispronunciations that go everywhere. I mean, there was letters of the alphabet that aren't even in my name that were put into my name somehow. I don't know how it even happened, but I can't really talk about the nicknames. They were pretty derogatory. So, and I can't do it in front of somebody named Jesus Saves. That's for sure. Jesus Saves. You made it into the game, man. I told you this would happen. It only took like a month.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. I'm on the phone with Sprint.
Well,
they messing with me.
Well, you sound great. You didn't drop out. Okay, I remember last time you were there waiting to play, and you just like disappeared. I was literally about to put you in the game, and it's like he's gone. Where did he go? Sorry.
Yeah.
But we have one more person here. One more person. Oh, he just dropped out. He dropped out too early. I'm sitting there watching. I can see everybody who's waiting. So because Comfort Diagnostics, you dropped out, now we have room for Kanga.
Yeah, how's it going?
Kanga, that was the most just calm and collected what's up that I've ever heard in my life. Hey, I'm ready to win this game, and then I got to go somewhere. Okay, I'm Kanga. I like it. All right. Guys, you ready to play, and you know how to play? Yeah?
Yep.
Everybody's like, I've never been here before in my life. Okay, I'm going to ask you questions. You got your paper? Excellent. You got your paper and your pencil. I'm going to read the question twice. And then I'm going to do the 5 count, and then once the 5 count is over, you have to have your answer on the screen. If you don't have your answer on the screen, I gotta dump you off the stream because potential cheating. We don't want that. So let me find you your first question here. I think I got you here. All right.
All right, I'm back.
You're ready. All right, ready to play? And the good thing is if you have to mute your mic, you can still play this game because all you got to do is hold up a sign. So it works for that too. So here's your first question. Starting off, we're going to be going for this prize right here. Some sweet insulated screwdrivers. If you're stabbing around an electrical panel haphazardly, these will prevent you from arcing against different terminals. But if you are doing that, chances are you have other problems in life. So they will help you in an electrical situation. Insulated up to 1,000 volts. Here's the first question. See how many of you guys are going to be eligible to win those screwdrivers. An HVAC inspection done midway through a new residential build is most commonly called a blank inspection. A, rough-in. B, above ceiling. C, interim. D, cut-in. An HVAC inspection done midway through a new residential build is most commonly called blank inspection. A, rough-in. B, above ceiling. C, interim. D, cut-in.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, the gunshot means we're ready to play here. We have a C, A. We have 2 C's and 2 A's. Interesting. So 2 people are going home because one set of you guys is right. Jesus Saves. Which group do you think is right? You and Kanga or Richard and Osborne?
It's a Richard.
Well, Jesus Saves, you are right. It is. It's a rough, and that's the correct answer. So Richard and Osborne, you have to come back and play again next week. And we'll see you back. Come around and play again. We give away lots of stuff here, guys. So I'm being expeditious here because we're like running really long. So come back and play again next week. We'll be back on Wednesday night. All right,
My
guys.
bad, King. I doubted us. It's all right.
Well, man, I'm sure that you got into this game finally after all this time. It's like, well, I'm certainly going to miss the first question after finally getting into this game. That is the logic I'm sure you were using. But
of course,
it turns out you're a lot smarter than you thought. So you're on round 2 now. So let's look at the round 2 prizes. We have those super duper insulated screwdrivers up to 1,000 volts. We have some Nylog Blue and a couple parts containers from Husky. While the parts container on the left looks like it's holding stuff, that's only a sticker. Don't get excited if you needed some extra rivets or screws. Sorry about that. Here's our second question. Let's see what we can do here. I think I know the one to use. Here we go. Question number 2, I'll read it twice. Your answer will have to be on the screen after the 5 count. Adding turning vanes to an elbow in a duct system will blank that system's total effective length. A, raise. B, lower. C, not affect. D, double. Adding turning vanes to an elbow in a duct system will blank that system's total effective length. A, raise. You can do this. B, lower. C, not affect. Or D, double.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I threw it up.
All right, let's see what you wrote here. We have 2 is D, and Kanga says B. So let's look at it. So we have B and a D.
Oh, I don't think it's lower.
Well, if you add turning vanes to an elbow in a duct system, the air will have less resistance. Whenever you have like a squared off elbow, you have a lot of turbulence. It'll increase the total effective length. So adding turning vanes will, in fact, lower the total effective length of a duct system. Basically, it just makes the path for air much smoother than if it's not there. And that makes the total effective length lower. Without getting on like a whole manual D thing. You'll have different elbows. Could be like 10, 25, 50 feet of total effective length. Adding turning vanes may cut that in half. So it makes it lower. All right, Jesus Saves, man. You come back
All
next
right.
week. Keep coming back until you have a pile of tools. That's what I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, I would have won the last one. I know, right?
Hey, get into the next one. Keep mixing it up. You can do this, all right? I'll see you on the next
All
time.
right.
All right.
All
Thanks for
right.
playing. All right, and now we have only one. Kanga. Kanga, you remember that good old time when you played the game and you got all the questions right and it was like not hard at all?
Yeah, this is a little tougher. Some of the questions are pretty tough on this.
I'm trying to add some of these historical questions, and I like the people saying, Zach, turn the chat off. That's probably a good idea. You guys are good on the honor system, I'll just say that. I'm going to turn the chat off. Thank you, Jessica.
I can't even see the chat anyway. So.
I don't think anyone was looking at it, but I totally blanked and forgot to turn it off. I was hitting button number 500 or something and forgot to do it. So, Kanga, we're on number 3 here. And on number 3, we have this prize right here. We're going to add a set of the Knipex needle nose pliers, which are really nice. I forget who it was, but somebody said they were his favorite. I think it was Joe Shear, his favorite pliers of all time. I don't know. They just look like needle nose pliers to me, but Joe's a weird guy, so he thinks they're great. They must be great. So we're going to get you a question here to see if you can go ahead and win this prize. Are you ready to play? Because you're all by yourself now.
Let's go.
There's no pressure. Well, except for the pressure from the countdown. I try to make it tense sounding, so we'll see. Here's your question, number 3. Let's see if you can win yourself some Knipex pliers. Which of the following is not an HVAC-related group or organization? A, the ACCA. B, RSES. C, ASHRAE. I don't feel like saying that many letters. D, NEC. Which of the following is not an HVAC-related group or organization? A, ACCA. B, RSES. C, ASHRAE. D, NEC.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's see what you got there.
D.
D, you say D. You sound confident. You are confident. And now I can use my little sounds. Now, you're right. It is D. You won yourself those Knipex pliers. And like I tell the people that played the old game and then play the new game, you've won those for good. I mean, you can't lose them. It's impossible to lose them. So you have all that stuff right there. And we're going to add a headlamp and a set of vice grip little diagonal pliers as well. So that's our group number 4. We're going to find you a nice, sweet question, one of the ones you said where I can't believe you asked those questions or whatever it is you said about them. You said it was very difficult, I think.
No pressure.
But no pressure. You've done well so far. You've done well in this game every time you've ever played it. So here's our number 4 question. We'll go to the world of controls. The ICM 325HN control is A, a lead lag control. B, head pressure control. C, defrost control. D, IFC board. The ICM 325HN control is A, lead lag control. B, head pressure control. C, defrost control. D, IFC board.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's see what you got, Kanga. You
I'm
say
gonna go D. I'm not sure.
okay. So D, you said IFC board with integrated furnace control board. The ICM 325HN is actually a head pressure control. It's a head pressure control.
Bummer.
So,
Bummer.
but bummer that it is. You got to keep a bunch of prizes. You got those Knipex needle nose pliers, which are really nice. And you know the drill. You send me an email to the HVAC shop talk at gmail.com email, and I'll send those out to you on Friday. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Kanker. Thank you for playing again.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it. Take care. All right. That was a lot of fun, guys. I could think of not a better show to have before Thanksgiving because everybody did so good. Kanga won. Georgie won. It's really been awesome. Guys, don't forget, email me. I like to, pack them up. Oh, look, I do believe Georgie has emailed me. Nice. Very nice. Guys, anybody who was on the show tonight and didn't win, please come back and try again. Every time we have winners, they can't play again next week. And we know the truth about a lot of these questions. Everybody has specialties. What is Bimco doing here? Bimco, what are you doing? I gotta see what's going on here. Because Bimco, what are you doing here? I can't even hear you. You have no sound, Bimco. You come all the way here and you have no sound.
I forgot.
What are you doing in the gaming lair tonight?
Oh, I'm actually just waiting on a Rocket League tournament to start in 9.5 minutes.
I'm going to turn the chat back on, by the way, guys. So here it is. It's back on. Are you still waiting for the same tournament? Last time you were playing, it's been like 4 weeks.
No, they do them every 3 hours, at least starting in the evening.
What? Hey, Bimco, work out your family problems later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he wants some Robux.
So I don't know what a Robux is. It's like Sears Roebuck. What are you talking about?
It's in-game currency for Roblox. Oh, he wants to invite friends to
Is
play?
that Minecraft? Is that Minecraft?
It's kind of, sort of. It's a lot more open source, so people make their own games and stuff within it. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Well, all your kids are yelling at each other now.
Yeah, it's just him yelling at me.
I have good news for you. I know your name's on the name of your name is on the list of names that can't play, but I think you can play again. I think like next week or the week after you can play.
I think, yeah, sounds about right. About a month later, but that Tournament of Champions is a good idea. I was meaning to send you a message that sounds like a cool thing to do. Take all the winners, put them in one kind of big game.
Absolutely. Hey, we got to give away this vacuum pump. I can't think of no better way to give away a vacuum pump than with a Tournament of Champions.
Agreed.
Yeah. And let's see if
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm going to try to suck up to some other people that make tools and see if they'll send stuff too. Yeah.
I've been whoring myself out on Instagram, but Nipex turned me down, Ware turned me down.
I'm sorry that we have Nipex stuff here from Nipex, but I'm going to tell you something. It's not because of any... It's not logical, because I've talked to like 10 people that do this sort of thing, that try to have giveaways and stuff, and they will like pick somebody, and there will be logic to it. I mean, they could have like half as many followers as yours, just they were the guy at the right time, or someone else answered the message or something. Yeah.
But a lot of these other companies have been really cool about sending stuff. So
okay, tell us, since you're here, first of all, Frylock87 HVAC is your Instagram handle too, correct?
Yup.
And that's where the giveaway is going to occur, although you have been talking about it for
Eventually,
a long time. So
I know. I hope the sponsors aren't worried because they sent me all this stuff. I haven't done a post about the giveaway or anything. I'm just trying to get some more things. Like I'm gonna have to end up just buying, some tools. I want to stick some Nipex stuff in there, stuff that I use. That
you're gonna buy the good stuff. Get the good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, that's the best stuff.
I know it. So, hey, man, I had some insulated screwdrivers in here. Hell, you're still in. You can see these pictures. I had these sweet insulated screwdrivers, right? You know what? These are from Harbor Freight. You know what? They're Harbor Freight, but you can get Wera insulated screwdrivers for your giveaway.
I mean, that's what I use. I use the where it's just the Wera handle and they have the interchangeable blades. I know Klein makes one similar where it's just way better, but it came with like, I don't know, 6 or 7 blades, just the common stuff, Phillips and common heads. And it was only like $30 or $35. It's cheap. I mean, they sell a big set that's got, I don't know, 40 or 50 different blades in it, but I don't need all that.
Yeah, they make really nice stuff. I know people out there would probably listen to this, or me in the past would listen to this and go, it's a screwdriver, what's the difference? But when you use them, they're better. They're better than others. It's not like your Stanley screwdriver or something like that.
Yeah, that grip that they've got is like, it's unbeatable. It's just so good.
The Wera.
The grip is great. Yeah.
Yeah, they're really good.
And their Allen keys are for sure the best I've ever used. They're really cool.
And even their wrenches have the same handles, like their socket wrenches and stuff. It's fantastic.
They really do feel surprisingly good in the hand, no doubt.
I don't know how this show turned on the Tool Corner with Michael Bimco and Zach Ciota, man, but
I like it. It should be a whole new feature.
It's called the Tool Pros Podcast. There's already 2 guys who do this. One of them's in the chat. He's in the chat. Before you say something bad about him, he's in the chat.
Yeah, good call. I was about to tell him how good a job he does, but he's here, so I can still tell him.
Milwaukee's not the best. Take it easy,
No, that's a lie. You take it back.
I know. Milwaukee. I bought like some pack outs. I have a pack out for the show. I'll use it for next week's prizes. They're so good.
I got a pack out a while back when they went on sale. I want to say Father's Day ish, and I got it in the van, and I really don't use it. Like
You
it
should give
just
it a
stays
Brent.
in there, and it's a pain in my ass when I got to actually get into it because I got to pull it out from under the big shelf in there, and because they're coming out with the drawers now, but I feel like it's a little too late for me. I spent all that money, so I refuse to spend more on the new drawer pack outs when they finally come out.
Yeah. And then there's black ones too that Brent found, like they're like overseas or something at one
The
point.
blackout ones, yeah.
Really nice. Really nice.
They get all the
stuff.
cool stuff first.
I will say this. I had to answer. Joe Shearer in the chat says, why I got to be weird because I like Knippick's needle nose. I was making fun because they look like every other needle nose in the world. But
but they're not.
But they're not. No, you're right. Whenever I got those tools out, it's like all my other tools, like they just left the room. Like I didn't do it. They just got up and left the room.
In embarrassment. Yeah.
In embarrassment, especially that pliers wrench. It's just like watching. It's like I just watch the little things move. It's like this is well done, you know.
You will never want to use a regular crescent wrench again. After you have, I swear. I got the set of 3. It's like the 10-inch and then the 8 and the 7 or something. And I hate using crescent wrenches now. When I'm working with another tech, he hands me a crescent wrench and I'm like, no, I'll walk 10 feet to go and get my pliers wrench and use that instead. Yeah. It's just so much better. Like, if you loosen your grip just that little bit, you get like a ratcheting function with them. It's fantastic.
It is fantastic. Bimco.
But anyways, great show. Good to see you.
Hey man, I appreciate it. Hey, you felt the transition, didn't you?
Oh no, I know it's coming. I can tell when I've been talking too much.
Once I don't talk for 30 seconds, I get rid of whoever made that happen.
Well, see you later, Zach.
No, I'll see you later, man. Bye. Michael Bimco, guys, follow him on Instagram. He's been in the chat the whole time. A lot of these guys are on Instagram. Brent Ridley, he's on Instagram under Tool Pros. He has a huge Instagram. Try to mention anybody else I see here. Guys, if you have YouTube channels in the chat, you can feel free to shout them out right now. I don't mind. We're only going to be on there for a couple more minutes. I want to thank everybody for coming on to the show. I think we had more people than we ever had on the show, which is good. I really appreciate that. Thank you for telling other people about it so they can win tools and enjoy just the fun that we're having. I really appreciate that. I think I was saying something about the guys who didn't win. Don't fret, because every week we have different questions. So your expertise might not have been part of what we did here today, but it might be what happens next week. And a lot of it comes down to what questions you get and when. So keep trying. Please keep trying. Like I tell people, I find the answers to a lot of these questions when I'm researching them. If I was on this show, you guys would be like, why do we watch this guy? You know what I'm saying? And I will have to cough because my... excuse me. So I want you guys to continue trying, basically is what I'm saying. We'll have another show next week. We will have no HVAC training videos interview this week because of Thanksgiving. So typically we do that at 8 p.m. on Friday nights. We're not going to do that. We'll be back next week. And I think what we're going to do next week on the interview Friday night is we're going to have Eric Kaiser, and he's going to talk about defrost controls and heat pumps. I think that's what we're going to do. So he is a very knowledgeable guy, friend of David Richardson, and we'll have him back time and time again. David's going to come back to do part 3 of the combustion analysis interview, and that'll be on the 11th. And then I think I don't want to go out too far because then the probability gets smaller. It's like the hurricane cone of uncertainty. I'll start announcing guests that cancel later on tonight or something. So, guys who won, email me. Thank you, everybody. Check out the HVAC Shop Talk podcast. I can do that right here. Watch this. I can do that real fast. Check out the HVAC Shop Talk podcast. We release about once a week or so, and I hope you enjoy that. We have Subscribestar if you want to help support the show for as little as $1 a month. Remember what I said? It's like the same price as helping an Indonesian child find a burrito. Is that correct? I don't know. Well, whatever. You know what I'm saying. And we have the live stream text notifications here in the description. Go check that out. We have like 22 people that have signed up for that. I text you right before we go live with a link to the show so you never forget. Don't ever forget, guys. Congratulations to all the winners. I got to get out of here. Been talking too much tonight. I'm going to go relax for a little bit. Have a great Thanksgiving, guys, tomorrow. Those of you who have multiple Thanksgivings, hang in there. Your in-laws aren't that bad. It's going to be okay. I go to 3 Thanksgivings because 2 sets of the family members don't talk to each other. So wrap your head around that. That's a lot of turkey, enough to kill a man, and I'm going to eat as much as I possibly can, and I'm going to turn off my Fitbit tomorrow. I mean, iWatch. Oops. Sorry. See you later.